everybody, it's Stacie Duffy here, your Denver Metro real estate resource. And I wanted to be able to shoot some more videos for y'all when it was dark, as it is right now. And so I rearranged my office a little bit, got some lighting, trying to be able to shoot these in different places so it's not just always in my car, even though I'm practically always in my car. So anyway, ignore the mess for now. I'll try to clean it up so the better future videos look a little bit better. But today I wanted to talk about what the title company does through the purchase or sale process. So, and I got this question today when I was meeting with some first-time buyers, and it's a good question that I hadn't really thought about. Obviously, I have a video for title insurance, and I'll link that down below. But, so they're going to provide you a commitment to provide title insurance, so that's good. But they do a lot of other things in the process, so I just kind of wanted to run through some of the important things that they do. First of all, they are typically, not always, it depends on the contract and the state and a bunch of different things, but for the majority of times in Colorado at least, they are going to collect, cash your check, and hold on to your earnest money. And the reason that's nice is to have an unbiased third party hold on to that, because obviously if somebody gets miffed in the process, you want to make sure one person doesn't have access to keep that shouldn't. So you have an independent third party as a title company holding on to that money. Obviously, to give it back to one person or the other, they have requirements there, signing an earnest money release form of both parties, all that jazz, but that's the first thing they'll typically do through the process. Second thing is going to be pulling recorded documents in the process of giving you a title commitment. So I'll do a video on walking through a title commitment at some point just as an example, but in the process of them preparing that for you, they're going to pull anything that is publicly recorded relating to that property. So whether it be a loan that someone has, a mechanics lien that could potentially cause issues, any clouds on title, any gaps in ownership as far as, you know, seller A selling it to buyer B, B selling it to C, C to D, etc. Because any gap in ownership could present a title concern or potential title concern for you. So they're going to research that. They're going to provide any recorded information regarding the plat map for the neighborhood. So, okay, here's the second filing of that builder, and then for that neighborhood, and then maybe you or your legal description is lot 12, block 17. So, okay, you're going to see, okay, here's block 17. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, I am block number 12, which is the third from this corner of the street. All right, that matches where the house physically is. Everything checks out. So sometimes those plat maps will have street frontages on them. If there was a survey or an ILC recorded, publicly recorded, they'll provide that for you. So if there are deed exceptions or covenants that convey with the deed, like I've talked about in another video, I don't think I've posted that yet. But anyway, if I have posted it or once I do, I'll link to that down below too. If there are easements publicly recorded, so let's say you buy a landlocked property and you have an easement on someone else's property that's recorded, or vice versa. You know, someone has a driveway that runs through yours because theirs is landlocked. Then that's going to be show on your survey if that's recorded, or it will be listed in your title commitment as well. So there's a lot of information about your property and what you're buying that is in that title commitment. So read it. Have your realtor review it for you. They should be doing that anyway, but if not, say, hey, you told me that I got a title something. What is that? Go through it with me. What am I buying? So they do all of that. They will also collect and divvy out the final closing numbers. So the lender says, here's all the charges I'm putting against, you know, here's what the buyer is paying me to do the loan. They're going to look at the contract that you wrote up. So at least here in Colorado, in the contract, you can say, you know, seller is paying for the HOA status letter, buyer is paying for the HOA record change fee. Seller's paying for the water transfer fee, who's paying for the real estate closing fee, is that getting split down the middle, all that stuff. They're going to look at that contract and say, okay, who's paying what? So seller, here's your settlement statement, here's all the fees that you're being charged, money that you're walking away with, and total it up for you. Buyer, same thing. They're going to prepare all of that for you. Your realtor should be checking that and going through it with you, but they're going to do that for you as well. And then they are going to present the closing package. So they're going to go through the loan documents with the buyer and say, okay, your lender wants you to sign this page. Here's what this says. They're going to present that to you. And you can ask them questions. They do it all day, every day. They know what all the forms say. So ask them, hey, what am I signing? What does this really mean? They're going to do the real estate closing for you. They're going to record your deed to make sure that it's actually public record that, yes, you bought this property. You want to make sure that gets recorded. So they're going to do all of that stuff. And they're also going to give you the title insurance on the home after you actually become the owner and everything closes. They're going to send you that title insurance policy. So anyway, they do a lot of little things that people don't realize that are actually really important and kind of get overlooked. But you want to know what you're buying. So anyway, hopefully that answers the question a little bit more. I know the title companies are kind of like, well, I know who they are and kind of what they do, but I'm not quite sure. So maybe that clarifies it a little bit. But if you have any other questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. If you're liking my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Hopefully y'all are finding these helpful, and I want to continue to do so. So help me out, subscribe, greatly appreciate it. And if you want to reach out to me directly, you can do that as well. My contact information is on my website, and the link for that is down below as well. So thanks so much for the time, and have a great day.